Hello, everyone can able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. I will add another student and I will start. Still, anyone need to come? I mean, anyone need to join? Due to some technical issues, it taken some time. No issues today. Insect nutrition only. It's just a 40 minutes topic only. No, not much is there to discuss in that. Still, any of your friends need to join? Tell them to join as much as possible. I will be waiting for next 5 minutes. Only 5 students, or else any other students need to be there? Is there? Okay. I'm going to start now. Today we are going to say about insect nutrition. My voice is clear now. Is it audible well? If it is not audible well, please inform prayerly. Because last time while I'm taking nearly I have completed off slide, but you told some issues are there. If you are not getting clearly, just tell immediately.
It's audible, sir.
Audible. Okay, I will go now. I will go. Okay. Hmm. Insect nutrition. First of all, we will see some authors or else some scientists who are and if you see in the insect nutrition, we will have one specified area of that is it's related with artificial diet, the synthesis of artificial diet for insects. The first synthesis is done for a phytophagous insect, European corn borer, in 1943. It's by Bodger. It's this diet is called as Biggs diet. It's very important one. Maybe this question may be asked in exam also in future. And if you see, there are three types of diet. Artificial diets are there. It is first of all it is holodic diet, and then merodic diet and oligodic diet. Based on the chemical composition, while the diet is prepared, they have made this classification. Holodic diet is nothing but before we are compounding. Compounding is nothing but mixturing. Before they are mixing the contents, diet components, their chemical composition will be fixed one, or else it is already known. So it is called a holidic diet. In case of merodic diet, the chemical composition is not known before mixing. It's just they will prepare immediately, instantly. They will prepare this merodic diets. Mostly used diet is this merodic diet only. This holidic diet is specifically used for some high standard research works for a perfect, if they require the perfect data or of the life table of perfect specific insect, they will go for this holidic diet. And then this oligodic diet is nothing but it's a crude extract diet. While the diet they are preparing, for example, in case of Spodoptera litura, they will go with some laboratory made prepared diet instead of castor leaves or any other leaves. So at that time they will prepare very soon, so they will go with this oligodic diets. And in case of before going to the insect nutrition, I will just tell one point. First of all, nutrition is nothing but it is the compounds like vitamins, amino acids, minerals, carbohydrates, these compound requirements for our body, as well as it's every organism in the world requires nutrient for energy utilization, as well as the for making the work. We need a nutrition. So in case of animals, if you see animal nutrition, specifically insect nutrition specifically requires amino acids, carbohydrates, vitamins, and fats for different functions, like for its movement, flight, hormone production, everything for all egg formation, everything. Nutrition is mandatory one. In nutrition, among nutritions, if you see, first we will see about the amino acids. Amino acids specifically required for production of proteins. Proteins are the agents, I mean the compounds which is called as a structural thing. I mean, if you see any organism without protein, it's impossible to for this DNA production or else RNA synthesis. Any types of, from cellular level to a big organism level, protein is mandatory one. For this protein production, this amino acid is the basic structure. So as well as for enzyme production and for transport and storage, and as well as it's helpful in the receptor molecules. In insects, if you see, tyrosine is an essential one for this cuticular sclerotization process. You can see in this molting process, the secretion of tyrosine, this oxidation by means of quinone for the sclerotization process in the cuticle. And another two important one amino acids are this gamma aminobutyric acid and the glutamate. These two are the important neurotransmitters which involved in nerve impulse transmission in insects. And for the flight, the important source for flight is proline. It is called proline is for the insects which are in the dry conditions, dehydrated areas. That those insects usually have secrete more proline. And usually the amino acid supplement by most insects will be faced with the dietary proteins. There are 9 essential amino acids which are required for insects for nutritional purpose. And even if there is any block or any insufficiency in this 9 amino acids, even one amino acid also, insect can't grow properly. Malformation will happen. And non-essential amino acids are primarily synthesized in the fat bodies of insects. And mainly this for the synthesis process of non-amino acids, the intermediates which obtained from the glycolysis or Krebs cycle, tricarboxylic acid cycle, which adds with ammonia for this essential amino acid synthesis. And the next important one is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are nothing but the respiratory fuels. Without carbohydrate, the respiratory process can't be completed. And as well as it provides the carbon skeleton for synthesis of various amino acids, lipids, and so on. And insect cuticle usually cuticle characteristically contains some polysaccharide chitins. You can see that the chemical formula of chitin, C8, that one, that formula is CHON. You should remember the numbers also. It will be asked in exams. It's asked in earlier days also. It's a mandatory one. And if you see simple sugar, starch, and some other polysaccharides are the main important components of insect diet. And in case of glucose synthesis in insects, which is called as gluconeogenesis, it can be done by utilizing the metabolic intermediates, which are derived from breakdown of lipids or else of amino acids, usually. And if you see in the sources for source of glucose in the insects, where glycogen is the main source for cell tissues, and then trehalose is a glucose in the hemolymph. And for short distance flights, carbohydrates are required for insects. In case of long distance flights, fats are required. So long distance sustainable flight, not only it's going for long distance, but the sustainability maintained with the help of fats only. In case of short distance flight, carbohydrates are required. In for example, this aphids and locusts usually use this glycogen accumulation in the body, as well as the trigalose in the hemolymph for short distance flights. And the conversion of glucose to trehalose usually takes place in the fat bodies of insects. What are the points I have marked here in the bold are all are very important ones, because insect nutrition is a wide area. But in our based on syllabus, we are covering with very little specified. We are covering specified areas only. So I have mentioned some important points for exam point of view. Please note these points. Specifically, this glycogen and trehalose. And lipids. In case of lipids, the fatty acids, phospholipids, and sterols. These are the main components of cell membrane formation in insects. Insects can able to synthesize many fatty acids, so they usually do not. They doesn't require this fatty acid from diets, from external diets, from plants or other things. Some insects, some group of insects require this PUFA, even humans also, this polyunsaturated fatty acids. The diet requirements for this PUFA has been so far demonstrated in some lepidopterans and many coleopterans and orthopterans. And usually, if you see, the fatty acids in insects are mainly of diacylglycerides, DAG, that will be present in the hemolymph, and triacylglycerides. These will be present in the fat bodies. They in some books they mention as diglycerides and triglycerides alone. So nothing is difference between them. And as I told earlier, for long sustained flight, fat is an essential one. It can that too it's secreted by it's present more in high amount in Lepidopteran and Orthopteran groups, as these two only will have long distance flights. Lepidopterans, if you take a monarch butterfly, it is the highly record. The long distance recorded migration seen in monarch butterfly. And in case of Orthoptera, locust, how they will do. Locust having different mechanisms, like during solitary phase, it will be flying more. During its gregarious phase, during solitary phase, it won't fly more. It will be in a particular phase, but in a gregarious phase, it will go for long distance flights. So during this physiology, it will change the content of fat and carbohydrates. These are the what I have shown. The skeletons is nothing but the how much carbon atom present. This carbohydrates are classified palmitic, palmiolytic, stearic, oleic. These things not required. And sterol, a very important thing in the insect nutrition is sterol. Why means the sterol involvement is sterol cannot be synthesized by insect body. That is the thing. These sterols are essential component of animal cell membrane, and it specifically acts as a precursor for egg steroid hormone synthesis. You may know what is the requirement of ecdysone, which acts as a molting hormone. And usually some minority group, some very few group of insects will obtain sterols from symbiotic microorganisms which present in their body in different parts. The key sterol of insect is a cholesterol, which acts as a membrane constituent and also a precursor in synthesis of 20 hydroxy ecdysone. It is nothing but the molting hormone, and also some other C27 ecdysteroid hormones. And in case of insects which feed on other insects or animals, usually will be having high sterol supply comparing to the plants and the fungal foodstuffs, which have very less or no cholesterols. And in case of certain species like diphthyrans, heteropteran bugs, and honeybees, they synthesize ecdysteroids from phytosterols. Phytosterols are nothing but which derived from plants. Steroid derivatives are specifically used for defense mechanism, protection of defense compounds, and also for pheromones to attract different sexes. And vitamins. Usually, vitamin requirement in insects is very trace only. Vitamins will be maybe it's like humans, same here also, water soluble vitamin or water insoluble or lipid soluble vitamins. The chief water soluble vitamins required for insect nutrition is vitamin B and vitamin C. Vitamin C ascorbic acid. This vitamin C acts as an antioxidant, and it also promotes the collagen synthesis and extracellular matrix in insects. Nothing but extracellular matrix in the mitochondria specifically. The mitochondria is a place where this electron transport chain takes place. And in case of ATP production also, the vitamin B functions in this. It acts as a cofactor in various metabolic pathway like flavoproteins and in the cytochromes. So you can see in that electron transport chain, complex 1, complex 2, 3, 4 complexes will be there. After the energy, I mean the ATP production through this glycolysis and the Krebs cycle, it will be transferred to this electron transport chain. Here, this can be completely, this process will be held by with the help of vitamin B. And other water soluble vitamins are required in very trace amount, very small amount only. They are like choline, carnitine, cyanocobalamin, nothing but this is cobalt. And vitamin B12, that cobalamin, cyanocobalamin is produced by. If you, in case of this water soluble vitamins, these will be mostly act as an this neuropeptides or neurohormone, which I mean neuro transmitter productions. And if you see lipid soluble vitamins, vitamin A complexes like beta carotene and some other carotenoids, related carotenoids, and vitamin E tocopherol, it is also plays an important role in insect nutrition. And everyone know vitamin A is important functional component for visual pigments in insect eye, that rhodopsin production, rhodopsin pigment production with the help of vitamin A only it will takes place. And vitamin E also very important in the spermatogenesis and egg maturation in insects. Uh, and then in last class in reproduction, I have told the spermiogenesis, spermatogenesis, all these things. In case of minerals, um, various metal ions, some ions like copper, and then some phenol oxidase and iron, which helps in which helps as a coenzyme as well as a catalyst in the this oxidase productions. And in case of this sodium potassium ions, specifically sodium potassium and chloride, these are very important one in nerve impulse transmission, which presents in the insect neuron. It's mandatory thing, and it will be produced or that balance in the ionic balance inside the cell and outside the cell will be maintained with the help of minerals only. And if we see major group of insects, they will get the nutrition through either dietary diets which taken outside from the plant, or else the metabolism which happens inside the body. But in nearly estimatedly 10% of insects can't able to utilize those diet because of their physiological systems. Those nutritions are that unbalanced diets for foods will be I mean that nutrition from the diets will be taken into the insect body through some beneficial microorganisms which present inside the gut or some other regions of, mostly in the gut regions. If I will tell an example, one aphid, in one aphid, actually not in one aphid, most of the sap feeding insects, they can suck the sap, but they can't able to obtain the sucrose content, I mean converted glucose content or energy from that sucked sap, because of their mechanism inside the body. That can be done, that conversion into energy can be done by the some symbionts, endosymbionts, bacteria, specifically bacteria, which is present in its gut region. So the chief nutrients that insect derive from microorganisms are essentially amino acids and sterols, vitamins. And if you see microorganisms which helps in nitrogen utilization, mostly symbiotic microorganisms will promote the insect utilization of this low nitrogen foods in different ways. If you see first, it will concentrate the nitrogen. For example, in macro termites, this nitrogen rich nodules on which the termites used to feed, that will be built by fungi. So this helps in nutrition for termites there. So, by means of that nitrogen concentration. Another ways, some other ways, two ways are there. By synthesis of high value nitrogen compounds, specifically essential amino acids, and nitrogen fixation. This will be done by microbes. And another one thing is the metabolic capabilities of microorganisms, as I told in the aphid condition. Nothing but that they will, in some insects, that metabolic capability will be absent. There, this utilization of nitrogenous waste, this uric acid, by either it will remove that. This microorganisms will help to remove the toxic contents which present in the uric acid by their own metabolism. Microbes and vitamins. Usually, this microbial provisioning of vitamins can be seen, or it is present in insect which feeds on vertebrate beds throughout the life cycle. The tsetse flies, this sheep kid, they will tell. These insects usually obtain vitamins from the vertebrate bed. In case of vitamin B, it is absent in human body. Absent means it is deficient. It's not absent, it is deficient in human body. So insect can't able to obtain from that blood. So for that, some microbial symbionts will be localized as a mycetocytes, and involved in that vitamin B provisioning in insect body. And insects microorganism relationship with sterol synthesis. Some insects are usually obtain sterols from fungal symbionts. Usually bacteria doesn't have any capacity for sterol synthesis. Fungal agents, symbionts only help in sterol synthesis. If you see the principal evidence for the role of fungal symbionts in insect sterol nutrition, uh, can be seen. Wait a minute. Hello. Uh, if you see the principal evidence for this fungal symbionts role in insect nutrition, if you take the insect blood, or else if you take that hemolymph, insect hemolymph, and if you check the composition, if there is any presence of ergosterol, then it can be we can finalize that the fungal source, I mean the fungus symbionts helped in this sterol production, because the ergosterol will be produced only by fungus only. So in case of, it can be seen in the leaf cutting ant and ambrosia beetle. This distinctive fungal sterols is present. If you take the this profiling, sterol profiling, you can see this fungal source. That's all. Actually, in insect nutrition, this much only, maximum this much only can be covered in this. I have given this bolded points mostly what maybe the questions can be asked in the future exams. If you are having doubts, please ask me. I'm sorry for the delay for starting the class due to some technical issues. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Sir, can you share the PDF, sir, or PPT?
Now I'm also joined today in your group. I will send the previous for 3 classes PPTs and along with this now. Just now morning only I have joined in your that group, entomology group.
Okay, sir. Okay,
You can get from that. You can read from that.
okay, sir. And
Actually,
you
insect.
will attach the question paper also along with that. Those
Okay,
regarding.
related to this. Okay. I will prepare and I will attach with this. Actually, this insect nutrition part is not that much practical area to cover. It's just like a theoretical points only. So only I had added as much as possible in this. If I adding more also, it's tough to get those points. I will send it in the group along with some questions also
Okay,
related to
sir.
this.
Why the classes are too late, sir? Because the
Hello.
time is too less and the class day by day it is lagging too much.
Okay, now you are having further classes after this.
No, sir. I'm saying about this entomology only. We are having so much time, no, sir. Like
Ah,
I was in the final year, I have
o-
very much less time, and my Rabe program also is still continuing, and the
okay,
classes are
okay.
very lagging, sir. What's the problem? I'm asking.
No, 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 no. It's you are asking about the class or else I mean
Classes regarding the schedule.
no problem. Actually, the person who is handling this, I'm not the actual person who handling the entomology courses, and it's handled by another one, madam. She is now busy in some research work. So soon she will start. I mean, we will try to complete the portions as much as possible. Because while I am taking your classes, I will come to know one day or a day before only. So it will take some time for me to prepare PPTs also for presenting this only. Still some portions are there. Now we will try to cover as much as possible. You just start reading the portion so far completed. You don't worry about it.
Okay, okay.
Some and so far, what are the portions completed?
So far, sir, like introduction, history,
Hmm.
the schedule has given to us, sir. According
Okay.
to that only the chapters has completed, sir. Like physiology completed, sir,
Hmm.
and
Physiology
no,
still two topics only that to cover: insect.
yes,
I mean embryology and another one is
glandulation, sir.
sense organs are there. I think so. That's no problem. Sense organs are very easiest thing. Morphology itself, more areas will be covered. That's why we will complete soon. Classification is completed or not? Insect classification.
No, sir.
Okay, it is in schedule. Still, is it still it is in schedule? Insect classification.
Actually, actually, we don't have the new schedules. The last one schedule has been completed, sir. We
Hmm.
didn't get the January schedule, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I will speak with the perfect people and I will tell you. I will share you all the slides what I have taken in the past four classes. So you people can just read it slides 2 or 3 times. Many important points I have added in that related to exam point of view specifically. And it's in the standard of SRF also. Even SRF students, if I'm preparing for SRF. Many students are we are reading those materials only.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You can feel free to ask doubts, yeah.
Okay,
Others
sir.
also, other
Okay.
peoples also.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. What about Preeti, Shaikia, Kanchana, Akila Reddy, Vivek, Sri Sai? You people are having any doubts? Anything I need to explain again, or else any regarding examination? Any help you needed?
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, shall I end the class now, right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You.
Hello. Uh, Bijoy Lakshmi Shaikya. Tell me, you need any help?
No, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir, I said thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.